What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you a Black Max reel that I basically just modded. I gutted it, put new bearings in it, got a new spool tension knob, a new spool, and a new handle. So I am going to put up a picture of what it looked like before. I mean, if you already don't know what a Black Max looks like stock, we'll put that up right now. And here is the modified version that I did. So I put a new spool in it. The old spool was red, and I just put like a silver spool in it. And then I put a new spool tension knob on. The old one was just red, and this one's black with orange. And it actually matches the rod that I'm running it on. Same color orange. And I have a 105mm carbon fiber handle with these big knobs on it, which is also an upgrade from before. And then I took all the bearings out of it and put new bearings in it, so it's much more smooth now. I did not do that before. If you ever use a Black Max, you know that this is much smoother than it was. So it's basically not even the same reel anymore, other than like this, the body, and then the brakes are the same. But I put new bearings in it and upgraded a bunch of the parts. This is the free spool on it now. It's pretty dang good. It's just super smooth, and it also casts literally over twice as far as it did before I modified it. Okay, so it's actually pretty windy, but the first bait that I have tied on is just this buzz bait. It would probably cost around 40 or 50 bucks to do all the upgrades that I did to this reel, and it's only a 40 or 50 dollar reel. So for that, you might as well just go and buy a nicer like $100 reel like an SLX or a like Revo X. But I mean, I already had some of these parts and they fit the reel, so I thought I might as well just see how nice I can make this Black Max. It was kind of an experiment, but it actually turned out pretty well, and it fishes super nice now. And honestly, the performance is like comparable to my Revo X. That's where I have the brakes set. Then I have the spool tension just set right to where the spool is not loose at all. And honestly, I don't know what you guys think, but I think this reel just looks way better than a stock Black Max. First cast, let's see how far this thing goes. I didn't really want to backlash on the first cast, but I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. It's really windy though. It's usually not this windy. So cast number 2, I'm gonna thumb it less. I think I'm good in spool tension, so. Honestly, that wasn't even that, I didn't even cast it that hard, and it went almost all the way across the pond. From here to that other end of the pond is 200 feet, so it's a pretty good cast. It literally doesn't look or feel the same that it did before I did all this to it. Those bearings I put in it are super nice and smooth, and they really help with the casting, and so does that lighter spool. Okay, so I just had on a weightless Senko, and it's even more windy now, so hopefully this doesn't go too bad. But if you can't hear me, or if there's a bunch of wind noise, that's why. I live right below this big valley, so all the wind either goes that way or this way. It just comes straight. So yeah, let's see how well this thing casts. Probably gonna leave the spool tension the same, and I'll start with the brakes like halfway. Probably casted just halfway across the pond right there. I'm just gonna reel in. I'm gonna see how well this thing casts, like distance. I'm just gonna whip it out there. And the wind did just pick up again, but I'm gonna see, boom, if I just whip it, how far it'll go. That almost made it. That made it pretty far. And that's with the brakes right there. That is probably, the pond's 200 feet. That's probably a good 150, 160 feet right there, with a weightless Senko. So that's definitely not bad. Dang, this reel is actually pretty nice. And yes, I know this is not how you fish a Senko, but I'm just casting and retrieving just so I can test out this reel. Towards the end of the video, I might try and get a fish on it, but I don't know. That's a pretty good distance with a weightless Senko right there. That one was a little over 2/3. Honestly, that's probably 3/4 the way across the pond, and the pond's 200 feet. So that's a pretty good cast with this. I know that soft plastics isn't the best thing to fish when it's windy like this, but these fish in this pond will not hit moving baits in the middle of the day. So that's what we're rocking with now. Oh yeah, much better, and it sinks way faster. There's one. Hey, is that a smallmouth? I think it is a smallmouth. You didn't get to fight much. Oh, it is, sweet. All right, come here, buddy. Oh, you got tangled up in the rod. There we go. There's a nice little smallmouth. That's pretty sweet. And that is the first fish on the upgraded Black Max. Right here. That is pretty sweet. Nice. I did say that these smallmouth hang out right here by this edge. All right. Well, see you later, little dude. Slimy. Dang, these handles are nice. Like I just crank that thing out of there. All right, well, this reel went from being a $40 reel you can go buy at Walmart to now it's like probably one of the better reels that I own. It's pretty dang good. It's super smooth, cast really nice. It's got this nice big handle with the fat grips now, so you can really crank some fish out. I mean, and it looks nicer in my opinion. So, yeah, it's a pretty dang good reel now. I really like it. I like how it turned out, looks and performance-wise. And I might make a video comparing this to my Revo X, because honestly, that's around where it is performance-wise after using it today. That's what I think. And I mean, the Revo X isn't the highest end reel, but comparing that reel to a $40 reel, I mean, it's a pretty big difference. But now, this is pretty nice reel. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.